Welcome to another Quantum Conversation. I'm Loren Gailey, and I invite you to sit back as we enter the quantum realm, that space of the greater part of you. It is your connection to infinite possibilities, infinite potential, and infinite mastery. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is a live episode. We are so grateful for all of you joining us, and we are here with Rachel Corpus. Rachel is an angel in a human body, and if you heard her story yesterday in our conversation, I know you may have questions. So that is why we're doing this beautiful program today. Happy equinox!
Feels so good.
Balance. And I look outside this morning and the moon was still in the sky, and it was not exactly, just shy of a half moon. So that is pretty cool as well, reminding us of balance. So Rachel, I want to check in with you. How are you? How are you balancing?
Well, my body has a cold. That's,
Okay, it's
that
going around.
doesn't feel so great, but
Uh,
my heart is happy.
that's good. Okay. So
Thank you for asking.
even angels can come down with little sniffles and colds, huh?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for having me on your beautiful show.
We
Oh,
are, well, thank you. Thank you for being here and being available. Again, this is especially for our audience. So, Zoom audience, I see your beautiful hearts here, familiar names, and we'd love to invite you to ask your question. Do you have a question for Rachel? As you heard in our show, she had a couple of near-death experiences that opened her up to this reality. I wouldn't, maybe we could say open, but it was more of like rewiring, a connection, a visible, palpable connection to who you are. So Rachel, would you say, are you someone special, or do you
hmm.
think more people are like you, that we can be angelics coming in human form?
Oh, that's a big question. I don't feel special. I do not. In fact, I've spent my whole life trying to work on my ego because when I was growing up, my dad, um, who's a really great person, he was the cantor of our Catholic Church. And I'm a singer too. And so where we would sing at the church was in front of everyone. And that always bothered me because it felt like we were putting on a show. I don't think my dad felt that way, but growing up and going through those stages where you felt like everyone was looking at you, I
Mm.
felt like it was putting on a show, and that was happening to me while I was able to see angels and spirit and all of that. And I was conscious that I had a mission to do, and I knew that I also wanted to be just a kid. So I was always trying to find this balance, great word. Um, I wanted to find this balance between how do I do this mission and not make it seem like I'm trying to be a famous person or it's not so ego based. So I part of my being quiet about this for so long is I was talking to God about how and when do I do this in a way, show me the path forward so I can do this without it looking like I'm trying to be this I want to say this in the most genuine way, shiny megachurch pastor, shiny used car salesman. And I don't mean to make generalizations that would offend people. I'm trying to do it in a way that is the opposite of who I am. um I'm I was asking God, how can I do this in a way that really reflects who I am in the most gentlest way? And honestly, the answer I got was listen, girl, you're special, but everybody's special. When you figure that out, you're ready. You're not supposed to show up in like these shiny lame suits, and you don't always have to know what to say. You're not the font of knowledge.
Mm.
Everybody is. Everybody has that Christ consciousness inside of them. When you figure that out and you find your special way, which for me is real messy and honest and authentic, and I don't ever hold it back. When I learned that I could be that and just be a mom, just be a friend to everybody, then I was ready. That's just the way I am. So, am I special? Yeah, I'm special as me, but I'm no more special than anybody else. And there are many angels who walk the earth, just like there are many star seeds. And just as we are a land of immigrants, that our ancestors come from other places, spiritually, we are a land of immigrants. We're all from someplace. We're all divinely from somewhere.
Spiritual immigrants. I love
Absolutely.
um galactic. We are galactic beings, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just really interesting. So, all right. We have questions from our
Yay.
audience. We have
Yay.
Caroline here, and I've got my own questions too. So if there's a little lull or a gap, I will come in with some of my juicy questions because, we could go all over the board here. I want to first go to Caroline. And Caroline, I'm allowing you to talk, sister. Please go ahead and unmute yourself and share your question.
Hi, Caroline.
Hello, beautiful. Hi, Rachel. Hello,
Hi.
man. Oh, goodness. Oh, I've had my own journey of discovery, of opening, of out-of-body experiences, of connecting. I'm 62 this year, and this year has started off hard. Is all I'm going to say. Even with knowing everything that I know, um, for cancer deaths since January, since
Oh,
the mid
oh,
end of January. So I'm a little raw, so I apologize for that, and not in an apologetic way, but if you feel that, what would be, aside from my broken heart, that I'm just being with it, right? Um, for me as a teacher, I know what my medicine is. What would be a message for me for moving forward with that? What's a message that I can say, oh, I hear you. Okay, you see me. Yes.
Well, if I may speak with permission from your angels to speak for them,
Absolutely. I'm an open heart, open book.
I appreciate that. Thank you. They're very grateful that when you're going through a trying time in your life, you have stayed aware that those difficult times are not the times where you put a wall up, that you are aware that those times are times in your life that you are growing, and you signed up for experiences like that. Let's be clear, you may not have said specifically, I want to grow through the cancer journey, mine or other people's. You may not have signed up for that specifically, but you did sign up pre-life to say, thematically, I will learn through illness. Mine, first person or second person, first hand or second hand. And whatever learning I can glean from that, I will do it. Because you will learn from that all the wisdom, positive, negative, or neutral. And whatever you get from that, you can share with the rest of the universe, either purposefully or energetically, just by people being within your aura. And because you have that strong, wise attitude, what you're going through right now is not holding you back. You're able to move forward. Now, that doesn't mean that you wake up ready to conquer the day every day. It means that you are brave enough to be with your feelings. So you're right when you say that you're not apologizing for the feelings that you feel. You're just making yourself and others aware of the feelings that you're sitting with and being present with. And that right there, my friend, is how you are a teacher by example. And that is you being in perfect alignment with your purpose, which is something you signed up for before you were born. And you're highly commended on the other side for that. So the message is take good care and keep going. Be open to who your angels are bringing to you to give you comfort, because you've often been this person who is the buoy or the rock even for people who are going through hard things. But you're not to do this so much as a silo or by yourself. So open up to who's to support you, even if they're strangers. Who is the voice on the podcast? What is the poem? Is it a Rumi poem? Is it a scripture? Is it a song that is on repeat in your heart from your angels? Is it a time of the night you keep waking up because your angels are in your room and they're sitting on the edge of the bed? Or is it your great grandmother on your mom's side? I think it is. Pay attention to that, because you are definitely not by yourself. That's the message I receive for you, my love.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Any follow-up, Caroline?
Yeah, everything you mentioned is comforting, first of all, so thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I teach groups of women as well, and I say the exact same thing. Teaching by example, and the 333s, the license plates, the people at the grocery store, the babies trying to come out of their stroller, wanting to be in my arms, even when I'm right, exactly, right? So yeah, it's all there. I see it all. And yet, yeah, it must be the road of releasing all the sorrow that I'm in. So it's yeah. Even knowing all that and being me, my beginnings were what's the what I often come back, not often, but what I come back to is what's the point? So if I had a follow-up question, it would be, I know that's a huge question. What's the point? But what is?
I don't think it's as big as what you think.
Okay.
Because when you ask that question, their answer is you are searching for peace. You're searching for joy and peace within the sorrow, because you're not here to suffer. No one is actually here on earth to suffer. Even though there's a lot of suffering on earth, that's not really what we're here to do. We experience it, but we're here to remember how joyous we are. And through the suffering, you're really good at finding joy. And if joy is a far reach some days, you're really good at finding peace, even if that peace is just a moment. And that's why those babies are always reaching to you, because they resonate with you. And that's the simple version of why you're here. Now you can break that down and say, okay, now under that umbrella, how do I find peace in my money? How do I find peace in my relationship with this person? How do I find peace in my gut health? You can do that work and coach yourself through that. Talk to your angels, talk to your therapist, talk to your physician. That's when you get to the deep work. But if we zoom out, that's what they tell me. You're here to sift through the struggle mentality and find the truth, which is your peace. If we dig deeper, why is there peace? You're connected to God. There's love there. You're here to to break the code. We're not here to be on the struggle bus, and you're showing us that, honey. But you're doing it authentically. You're not teaching us irresponsible spirituality. I don't even know you, but that's what they're saying. I want to know you.
Um, do I have more time, Loren, or?
Yes, please.
Okay. So as an example, just that's what I'm being shown to talk about now, and I'm resisting a little bit because
Don't.
what? Yeah, exactly. So I know better. So last year I went and taught at a retreat in the States. I was called to go be the leader there. And on the way from Canada to the States, I had brought all my feathers that were gifted to me by medicine women, by chiefs, and so forth, and many, many other gifts from people. And at the border, my innocent self did not know to fill out certain paperwork, and they took all my feathers. I had a bit of a nervous breakdown and cried and shook, and it's not fair and everything else. And so, but the other side of me, like you were just saying, and I'm sharing that for anyone who's ever lost something very sacred that they built a an identity around. The wisdom came in. I got so hot, and the wisdom came in so strong. And I saw sitting there like snot nose and everything else, shaking and crying. I saw the people of Ukraine. I saw, and I could cry now. And I saw the people that lost their house in a fire. I saw all the really, really hard stuff out there that is going on now. And it brought me so much humbleness. And then it said, this is about non-attachment. And that was so very deep for me for all the work I've done already, releasing so much darkness. And I did it. And then once I released all the sadness, even though I was still shaking and crying, explaining to my daughter that it's about non-attachment, I heard the message, go teach, and go teach this with the energy that you're in now, because so many people are going to get gifts from it just by the energy of it that you're living it. You are a light being. End of story. You are from light, from love, oxygen, and you are here to express love and light. End of story. So that's when you were talking before, that's the memory that came up from last year, from having gone through that. So for whatever reason it needed to be expressed, it's expressed now. Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
Mhm. Thank you. Thank you, Caroline. You are a beacon. You are a beacon. So keep up the good work. All right.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, this year has been intense, and your intenseness is really deep. It's hard for many, many people, but you are doing it well.
Doing
So
it for us, with us.
with us. Thank you.
Love you so much. Love to everyone that's listening. Thank you.
Thank
We
you.
feel it.
Yes, thank you. All right. Okay, let's go to Mary Ann. We're taking questions with Angel in a Human Body, Rachel Corpus. She is ready to answer all of your questions. Mary Ann, you can unmute yourself.
Hi, Marianne.
Hi,
Hi,
can you hear me?
we can.
Perfectly.
Okay, cool. Um, I can totally relate to the lady before me. Um, I had gone through a lot of loss as well, and dealing with my own health issues at the moment, and helping my friends and family. And I went through a similar experience when I was a young girl, where I had near death experience as well. And I went somewhere and to this council, and they told me I can stay or go. It's my choice. I chose to stay and complete my mission. And so I've been doing that, healing my own soul, my ancestral patterns, my societal issues, all of that. And as they're coming up. And at the moment, I'm struggling as I know I'm not here to struggle. I'm trying to find the peace in all of this and what I'm going through. And I'm trying to find work and let go of all the attachments I have and programs and whatever it is that's stopping me from moving forward in my own life. Because I feel like I've always been here for other people, and now all those people are dying and leaving, and there was a fear of being alone, and fear of receiving abundance due to being hurt in the past. So I'm just wanting to deal with my financial issues right now in terms of fixing my car and dealing with my mom's potlatch. And my responsibilities as a chief.
Is there a question in there you have for spirit?
I like to clear blocks that are stopping me from receiving abundance. I keep sabotaging myself when there are opportunities to have some money, and so I just like to clear those places where I'm sabotaging myself.
All
Any
right.
shadows or whatever.
Let's allow you and money to have a conversation, because when your angels open up your database into the quantum field, and by talking to me today, you are giving me permission to, for a few moments, look into your information. And this, because I'm angelic, we can go into all of the libraries. So beyond the Akashic records, really we're going into all of your records since you were created. And they will handpick what's right for this moment. So I'm just waiting for a little bit of information to come up. All right. It looks like thematically, when you have had money come to you in other versions of you, so that would be both, we can call them past lifetimes or other lifetimes, when you, Marianne, have been in other bodies, other costumes, and also Marianne now in parallels. So you look just like you, but there's other versions of you. Is that making sense?
Yes.
Wonderful. So when money is in your atmosphere, when you've drawn it to you, because that's the only way that money's around, because this is you creating your life. always. You are always in control, even if it doesn't feel like it. It's always you. You're always co-creating with Source, always. So as you draw money to you, what your angels tell me is your heart is so giving that the counter message is, ah, I have money. And sometimes money is also a soup or extra things to wear or wood for the fire, depending on the lifetime. But right now we're going to talk about money. But you have something, okay? And then the counter message is, well, I should share it. Or is it okay to have so much? You start to fumble with it, stretch it, palpitate it. And so when you have this strong amount that is meant for you, you called it in for you, this message over here, is this okay? Should I have it? How long will it last? Starts to move over into this pile, the secure money, and it starts to water it down. And it's changed your relationship with money. So your friendship with money, which is supposed to be, I'm with you forever, girl, best friends forever, has turned into abandonment. Money and you, money's like, well, I thought we were going to be together forever, but you keep putting me up for adoption. I don't, is this my forever home? I don't know. I thought you loved me. So your angels say the way to remove this block is to start or restart your relationship with money. So this is what we're going to do today. I'm going to be money. You're going to be you. And I want you to tell me, just going to be money. I want you to tell me, money, what you want me to do for you. We're going to recreate the contract because in the very beginning, when you went from, there's some time where you went from bartering to actual money, and it might have been Roman times. I really don't know that part, but there's some time you went from potatoes to something metallic.
Mhm.
And at that time, that's really the time when things got confusing to you. And that's the time we want to go rewrite your history. So that's the nexus point we're going to. What I want you to do, pretend I'm $100 bill. Let's do that. I want you to talk to me. I'm going to ask you questions to make it easier, okay?
Okay.
Marianne, do you love me?
Yes.
You do? How do I know?
I'm open to receiving, and
Really?
most of the time.
Okay. Marianne, if I, the $100 bill, found myself into your purse, how would you keep me?
Oh. And that's funny. I just got $100 bill and I immediately gave it to my brother.
Oh, well, you know what? I love your brother. He's a really nice guy, but he doesn't really know what to do with me. So I would rather stay with you. Is that okay?
Sure.
Thank you. Can we make a deal?
Yes.
Okay. Now I'm going to promise you, remember I'm the $100 bill, and we're creating something in the 3D world. So what we create now is actually creating itself in the spiritual world. We're working with energy right now, and your angels are taking note. They're your note takers. They're your scribes. So I am creating for your money right now. We're not just playing, we are doing. So on behalf of your $100 bill, I'm going to create a contract. I'm going to say that if you, in love, decide to create a new contract with your $100 bill saying, I'm going to take care of you and keep you for myself, that means more money will come to you that you can give to your brother. But first, you must take care of yourself. Because in other instances, you took care of other people first because it felt right, didn't it? Didn't it feel right? Take care of others first.
Yeah.
But you've done that so much, it's created a block and your care hasn't happened. And that's the nexus point in history, in your history, that we get to course correct. And also, beautiful $100 bill, we're supposed to be friends, but you keep giving me away. And so I just don't know what this relationship is. And I need to know that you're my forever home.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's the other thing I need you to do for me as a $100 bill or any money. Every time you give me away, I need you to say, tell everyone you know all the other money to multiply and come back to me. Okay?
Okay.
Let it be a spell, a prayer, intention, whatever your language is, say it. If you're writing a check, if you're making an online payment, say it. I believe in you. I trust you. Make your way into the universe and boomerang back to me, baby. I know you can. And this will erase that block because you didn't create a block that came from stealing anything or hoarding. You didn't. You don't have a block. You really don't have a block. It came from a good place. So we're just rerouting the energy. That's all it is, love.
Mm-hmm.
I know it sounds simple, but that's your first step. Then after that, the harder work comes in because then the old habits will come up where people will ask you for money or you will find yourself wondering, well, should I invest in that? Is that a wise choice? Then your ego will come in and then you have those meetings with yourself that are going to count. But this first step is really important because your subconscious is the part of yourself that really rules the road. Your conscious mind is always making great choices, but if your subconscious is in charge, you got to work with her. And this relationship with money is living in your subconscious. And that tends to be in your belly. So I wouldn't be surprised if you also had some digestive issues that you might want to look at.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
And breathing.
Yeah. So do maybe somatic stuff or some stretching side to side, maybe getting on your back and do like some ride the bike stuff with your legs, moving them side to side would help because your body keeps score and you've got some stuff maybe stuck in your body. Even if you have scar tissue, kind of if you've had any procedures or anything, your scar tissue might be holding on to some of this. So be real nice to your body. Just kind of move it out, massage it a little bit. You're on the right track. Weird advice from the angels, but this will help you.
Yes.
And have fun with it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Mary Ann. That was a beautiful process for all of us. So thank you for sharing that, sister. Thank you. Okay, so this is beautiful because we can see how you work now. And I want to say that you have this beautiful course. It's a 3-part course, 3 webinars with you where we're going to go deep into matrix mastery and the manifesting of miracles. Really wonderful. Again, everyone, you can check that out on the page that got you to this event. Of course, there's a link in the description box where you're watching this video too. We'll talk more about that too, but I want to get to next questions. We have Mikove. Mikove, I hope I'm saying your name right. Mikove, you can unmute yourself and say hello. Hello, Mikove. I see your iPhone. Your iPhone is with us.
Yeah. Hello.
Hey.
Hi. How are you guys? Thank you so much for taking my call.
Of course. How do you say your name?
Mikove.
Oh, you were perfect, Loren. You got it.
Hey.
Mikove. I'm calling from Johannesburg, South Africa.
Oh,
Wow.
amazing. Great. What's your
Thank you,
question?
Lauren.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, sure. I just want to understand, um, because I have no idea, where I come from or where where I could be or who I could be connected with. And I have I have no sense of belonging. I listen to Lauren's programs all the time, but I just think I want to understand the connection, you know, with the galactic. If one is not from there, then where is one from? You know, I just want to understand, and I keep hearing that one way or another there's connection. But how do I know? Because I kind of like a long sense of belonging, if 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 that makes any sense. And I'm kind
Yes.
of like lost, you know?
Mhm.
And yeah, so what is this? Where am I? I've had so many things, but I long for a connection that says to me, this is who you are. I mean, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you're wanting to know, let me getting my big mom bag out here. You're wanting to know your personal origin.
Yes.
Ah,
Like, I
well,
know we are
that's
one. There's
exciting.
no doubt about it. I know we are one. That is very important. And I really live by that. But every time I listen to these programs where, there's talk of the galactic, there's talk of all sorts of places where people come from, and, the reincarnations and all sorts of things. I get that. But I'm just saying, where do I fit in?
Darling, you're Lumerian.
Oh no. Wow.
You're Lumerian. So I can't see you, but can you see me?
I can see you.
Okay, so I'm using these dowsing rods. Have you seen these used before?
Uh-uh.
These are ancient tools that were once, I believe, used to find water. They're
Mm-hmm.
made of copper, and now many people use them to get yes, no answers. And I tell you, I adore them because when you're asking something this profound, I
Uh-huh.
love to pull them out because I know I can't get in the way of the answer because they have this
Okay.
copper tube around them. So my body's holding them, but it's your angels. I call in your angels.
Mm-hmm.
They are moving the rods to give us a yes, no answer. So as I'm listening to you, they are talking to me internally, but I want you to see the answer. It's important that, yes, I can tell you, and thank you for trusting me, but I want you to see the answer. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
hearing Lumerian, Lumerian. I'm pulling these out of my big mom bag that I need to clean out. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm just wanting, I'm saying, will you show me a yes if she is Lumerian? Yes. Look at that.
Oh,
That's a
wow.
big yes. Now watch. Is she Andromedan? No. So that's what
No.
a no would look like.
Mm-hmm.
So what that would mean is, yes, you're correct that your first spark of life came from source, like all of us.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That first, I don't know what you want to call it, your first assignment, your first costume, your first
Mm-hmm.
place of life where you had your first life experience,
Right.
Lumeria. So have fun doing research because you still have your first set of ancestry is there and you still have family
Mm-hmm.
there. Because one thing I know about that planet is there are infinite beings there. So
Mm-hmm.
your mom and dad, your very first mom and dad, let's ask if they still are there. That would be a cool question. Because sometimes
Yes.
they are. And I can sense also in your, let me taste that, in your red blood cells. This is a weird process. In your red blood cells, you still share some of your red blood cell DNA with that
Wow.
planet. You still have that. It smells like licorice.
Wow. Wow.
Like licorice?
I love licorice.
You. That's probably why.
Wow.
And also,
Mm.
you from Lumeria, you don't really get body odor that bad.
Hmm.
You always have a nice sweet smell.
Wow.
Somebody just said, did anyone see the screen that Rachel's on turn red? That's from you. That's not from me, you guys. That's,
Wow.
honey, you
That's
turned my screen
amazing.
red. That's one of the major flower colors of Lumeria.
Mm.
Red. Okay.
Red, peaches, pinks. Oh,
Mm.
that's all you. Yeah, they're saying
Wow.
tell her to watch. Yeah, you should watch the replay.
Okay.
Their family showed up and said, "Yes, we're here. They were here. Tell her that we love her." So I want
Oh,
to ask
thank
this
you.
question. Are we getting all this correctly? Yes. Yes. Look, they want to give you a hug. Watch this. Watch this.
Oh,
Hug. Look at that big hug with the rods. Do you see the
wow.
rods like
Thank
touch my
you.
shoulders?
Thank you
Agree.
so much.
Look at nice
Wow.
little hug. That's your angels. You see my screen go to like a green. So it
Yes.
got really cold, cool and cold. Not like ghosty cold, but like just like they're giving me an ice cream
Wow.
cone. Yeah. That's all you, babe. That's all you. So
Wow. That is
let's,
fascinating.
there's something about, Lumeria where everyone is just so chill and peaceful that when you're here on Earth, it's not always that way, right? I mean, we're familiar with Earth. So your sense of, I don't know what it's like for you. I don't know if you feel like you're lost or you don't belong. I can't speak that for you, but I will know it's different than Lumeria because I've had a lifetime there. And as an angel, I remember all my lifetimes. I know what it's like there. I love it there. I would go there on vacation if I could. I love it. So I know how vastly different Lumeria is from Earth. So I can only imagine for you how different it feels for you to inhabit Earth. And I'm just even wondering why you're here. It's probably wonderful reasons, but compared to you as a Lumerian, it's so easy for you to be there. Oh my gosh, honey. It's like a
You
mismatch.
know, that's really what I want to hear because I haven't, I'm probably feeling this way because I mean, I've always felt this way, but half of my lifetime, I did not have a job. I still don't have a job and I feel lost. I just want to get up in the morning and go somewhere. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So I
you would
think,
be most aligned with animals, highly
okay.
intelligent animals. You anything that had to do with growing things, um, animals, growing things, working with the elderly, where you
Mhm.
could where you could really be with them and share their stories. Um, there's a lot on Lemuria about sharing stories, story keeping, wisdom sharing, working with children. So
Mhm.
yeah, either end of the spectrum. But you're
Okay.
not
Well,
you'd have to really think about what that job would be like because something about Lemuria is not lazy at all, but Lemuria is not a place of hard labor. So if you worked with children, you wouldn't want to work with a child who elopes. You wouldn't want to chase a child. It couldn't be that situation.
yes, because yes, I'm a teacher. Fine, let me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I'm a teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and yeah, and I've taught, but I have had gaps in between, and that
Yeah.
made me wonder, maybe this is not what I'm supposed to do.
It would have to be the right situation. I would say if I could hand pick it for you, it would be
Mhm.
something like teaching painting or flower design to for payment for
Okay.
payment at a nursing facility at an old person's care facility or something, or being like an activities
Wow.
director
Okay.
and being in relationship with those beautiful people, and even mentoring the staff and helping them build relationships with each other, team building. That's right up your alley.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Makove, are you getting that? Does that resonate? She's knocked off her rocker. Maybe her internet connection
I
was just
love you. We probably knocked her off, but we love
Oh,
you. Beautiful Lumerian.
there you are. Okay, Makove. Yeah, she just popped off. Wow. All right. There's so many questions. We're going to do a Lemuria Summit series. I'm going to have you come and share your lifetime that you remember in
Would
Lemuria.
love that.
Because I know everyone watching is a Lemurian. We are a strong Lemurian crowd, and no wonder why that word totally melts my heart. When I first heard it, oh my gosh, 20
I
some
could
years.
feel the pings. I could
Yeah,
feel it going, oh, oh, really?
yeah.
I could
I mean,
feel it.
if that ever melted your heart or made you have a ping in your ear or prickled your skin, yes, you are Lemurian. And so
Yeah.
we want to bring Lemuria back. So let me
Mm.
ask you a question. We've got another person with their hand raised, and I will get to that person, Denise, in just a moment. Your lifetime in Lemuria, can you just share briefly what that was like?
Oh, think about the best beach vacation you've ever had, like all-inclusive beach vacation. It was like that for
Shoes,
me.
no shoes.
Yeah, it was great. No shoes. No, I had responsibilities. I was there to work, but it was wonderful. It was wonderful. It was like that lifetime for me. I was it was like a monastery lifetime for me. So I was in I almost said I was in a sisterhood, but fun thing about that lifetime is I don't think I was gendered as an angel. I can't pick up on what gender I was, but I was in some sort of communal living situation where all my needs were met, and we just laughed and we just ate and drank and talked about life all the time. And everyone's equal there. Nobody is hungry, and it's just the nature of things there, and it's just so gorgeous. I can still smell the flowers.
Yes,
Amazing.
I can smell it too. Thank you. Thank you for that. You just helped me realize something so deep because I still carry a deep trauma, a guilt for the fall of Lemuria. Been working on that for a while. It goes very deep and still getting to the core of it. We're on our way. But the the no wonder when I look, I mean, I've always been, ever since I was a little girl, just always like this doesn't make sense to me. Homeless people. Who
Yeah.
cares? Like who's going to step up? Who cares? I wrote poems. I remember I wrote a poem when I was in junior high, and then in college I took a poem class. I recycled that poem and I got an A+ on it because it was this poem about homeless people. And then no wonder. I have a dream for a bed for every human.
Yeah.
How hard is that? How hard is
Yeah.
that? You know? So, you're helping us remember our Lemurian roots. And so if we
Well, it's
feel,
because because we saw an existence where it was easy for everyone to have what they needed, and it would be easy here because there's so much to go around. We just have to make the choice to share. If we could just make the choice to share, and there will be a time on this earth where everyone has enough. There will. I've been shown it several times. I have visions all the time.
wow, I love
I've
that.
seen them since I was a child, and not all the visions I'm shown are good visions. Some of them are very traumatic, and we get to go through that too. Hello, we're on Earth. It's
Yeah,
dual,
yeah,
but some of those visions are very Lemurian. There's also a version of Lemuria that's still there because if you think about timelines,
yes.
Lemuria is still there in a certain timeline. We also got to experience the fall.
Yes, 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 yes. That fall is again, I feel responsible for it. There is an etheric web around our planet that still holds Lemuria and the frequencies of Lemuria. It is there. And so I love what you shared about that vision of everyone being provided for. I'm not going to be, and I went to a dreaming room with Michael Gerber and he said, "Oh, you are such a woo-woo Pollyanna." And I'm like,
Good.
"No, you know what? No, I will always hold that vision." So
Yep.
when I think of New Earth, that is what I have. How
Yes.
hard is it to provide? I mean, so that just is a no nonsense for me. Thank you.
Yes.
We hold
Yes.
our
Be the light bearer.
we hold that vision. We, as everyone watching this, when we think of New Earth, and actually New Earth is a frequency. So it's coming from a frequency that there is enough for all. And that is beautiful. I can sense that. So keep holding
Mhm.
that vision, Rachel, and everyone
Mhm.
keep holding your vision of
Yes.
that. Yes. Okay. All right.
Yes.
We have a few more moments and I want to get to Denise. So Denise, sir. Denise, you can unmute. Goddess, hi.
Hey there, gang. How's everybody?
Hi, we're
Awesome.
great.
Every little piece brought me an answer to part of what I'm working with now. Thank you. Even
Is
the even
it
the heart of Lemuria, we know that magic. We are it. Um, and I'm fighting with a part of myself now in terms of you talk to someone on the call about routing the energy. I
Yes.
feel like I need to, it might be a timing thing, it might be a rerouting thing. But I have a healer I've worked with for many, many years, and he said, until I get justice on the injury that was inflicted on me 7 years ago, that I'm doing the best I can with what I have to work with physically. And
Hmm.
that's fine. I'm going to be in a holding pattern. And there's something that really rings true about that. But, I've done the legal thing and, there's fraud and defamation of character for sure. But
Hmm.
the three lawyers and that's all done. And so I have to take it to possibly suing a state. And
Wow.
every time, it might be timing, it might be I'm not meant to do it. I don't know. It's been 7 years since the injury, and my care was finished about a year ago. There's 7 injuries and 5 surgeries. It's fairly significant, but I'm okay. But every time I go to find myself a new representative lawyer or whatever in a better state, not where the injury happened, uh, I just don't do anything. And I'm listening for guidance, and I just um, don't have clarity. I wonder if there's a bigger picture here, or I just need to timing, energy. What do you see that might be helpful that I can find a little more peace that I am um, in this uh, item?
So every time you find someone else to help you, you have to start that story all over again
Yeah.
with them. Oh wow, that must be exhausting for you.
Well, it's been this was dropped a year ago. So I've had a year to be working on redirecting it if I choose to. Again, I could just move on and not get justice, and there is not perfect justice in this world, obviously. So, but I just don't seem to. I fought for a long time in a really strong, powerful way, and my voice just doesn't seem to be there right now. I don't feel the energy moving me to uh, fight them again or
Part of
stand
your
up.
body was okay. What do you mind sharing with me? What part of your body was harmed?
I have a permanent TBI and vision injury, neck surgery, shoulder surgery, organ puncture, and
Oh, wow.
cartilage rib separation with nerve damage and implants in there. So, and pancreas things and different organs that got hurt. But, I can move and everything. I can't do what I could, and I'm not going to try things. I had an active lifestyle, athletic. I was a ski instructor in Sun Valley, um, as my hobby job. And so I'm okay. I can do different things now. But
Your dad is calling you the bionic woman.
yes, yes, I used to be a gymnast and a diver and an athlete and trade shows for 43 years selling massage chairs, medical shows. And so, yes, I've been like the superwoman. So I have to have a different body now, but I can still do plenty. But
Yes.
I don't, not moving forward and fighting them again, or taking it up in a bigger way. And I'm also not moving forward on that.
And my love, what is the question for spirit?
Is there any more clarity that I can, or insight I can get in how I can move forward with this, or if I need to, or why I don't seem to be wanting to fight anymore?
Okay. You have Archangel Gabriel coming through quite a bit to help you. And do you work with him very often? Is this a common thing for Gabriel to come through?
Yeah, it is. Many of the angels come.
Okay. Also, Archangel Azrael comes through, and that feels significant because Azrael, he will wear a few different hats. He can be our archangel of death, but more often he will be our archangel of transitioning and change. His favorite symbol with me will be a pile of cement rubble, and then that one little stalk of green that's coming up in the middle of it, where you think it's just a pile of, oh, that's done. Oh, but then there's life. And that's what he's showing me.
Okay.
But he is saying, even though it's always your choice, there's always choice. Even if it seems like we're blocked in a corner, there's always choice. He's telling me, though it's your choice, this life is about, this portion of your life is about you self-advocating, and you have done that. You have proven that you can do that, and you do not have to attach your success to the outcome of how this is gone. The paper outcome, the monetary outcome, you have spoken your truth. You have also told the universe successfully that the rhythm of your work before was too much and you needed a break. And you weren't going to be able to give yourself a break. And so you called it in a different way. So you gave yourself some precious rest time, and you rerouted how you work by giving yourself a chance to be on your butt for a while. Essentially, you may not have liked it, but now you live differently. We could almost say you live spiritually or peacefully. And before, you were living more in the body. You were doing more. Instead of being more of a human being, you were human doing. And according to Azrael and Gabriel, now you're more centered in your being, in your essence. And in this lifetime, you did choose to have some sort of a milestone or a change point in your life where you would go from hustle do into I'm being. I'm a being of being. I'm essence, I'm spirit, and being more aware of that. And it looks like it's this.
Right.
It was some sort of traumatic happening that was not meant to kill you or even get you close to death. It was just enough to change your rhythm. Now, the people that you encountered in the law system, they fit in because They signed up pre-life to be actors in your play. They were souls that said, how can we support you in this? And so to the best of their ability, of course, they don't remember now because free will, now they're just being lawyers. They're the ones that are playing their part to get you on their way and get you on your way. And they might not necessarily be the ones that are saying, oh, whatever you need. Sure, here you go. Here's the settlement. Here's the settlement. They're not necessarily getting in your way. They're just doing their job. What I'm being told is it's time to let this go.
Okay.
It in itself has become a wedge, not a block, but a wedge between you and what is next for you, what you're building. Now you can make your own choice, but Asriel is saying there's something better for you ahead. You are one that has a 7-year cycle. It matches your physical body. So every 7 years, we pretty much have a new body. Our body recreates itself. You decided to match that with spiritual, they're calling them wraparounds in this lifetime. So watch this. You had 7 injuries, taken you 7 years. You follow that cycle. This has come to a close.
Interesting. It's actually 7 years next month, almost, yeah, or weeks from now, actually. Interesting. I never thought, thank you.
Wow.
You don't have to look at this as I couldn't do it. I didn't succeed. It's the opposite. You could celebrate this almost like people have sacred divorce parties. All right, this is done. I did it.
So
This feels
even
right.
though that they were very, very, very dishonest on the other
Yes,
side, and
yes, because
they covered up my medical records, they lied, they had doctors who didn't treat me saying, oh, she didn't have this, and so the case actually got dropped. So
yeah,
I didn't get, but I stood up for myself, is what I did that.
yes,
Okay.
yes, because when I look at it from that perspective, those people, I can see their soul's growth and how you played a part for them. So these people who I'm just going to say they lied
Right.
big time. And whatever karma that produces for them, you were the actor that signed up when they said, okay, I'm going to be a liar at certain times in my lifetime.
Right.
Who can support me in that? You raised your hand. All right, I'll do it. I love you so much. I will sign up. I will endure that harm so you can grow. That's how you align with them.
Right.
And by saying, okay, I'm not going to play this game with you anymore, you won't be hurt by them anymore. Honestly.
Oh.
So I just want to double check that that's right. Okay, can we do that?
Yeah, that'd be great. Thanks.
Azrael, these are high stakes here, so let's just go in and check. Because to be honest with you, if this were me, I'd want to check because this isn't the answer I expected. Azrael, she lets it go. Yes. He says, just trust. She will feel free as a bird when she lets this go. And I can feel your heart opening. He says, my darling sister, let this go and understand your origin. You are from the angelic realm.
Yeah.
You knew that?
Yes.
So these earth contracts, they're just not in alignment. They're like he shows this law stuff like stale saltines. Just crunch it, let it go.
Never had this kind of experience before. I was always in my flow and in energy and having fun and really attuned to everything that we always talk about. So but it's the nature of whatever is going on here, like we discussed. And I do know a lot of that. So yeah, because every time it's been a year since I ask for my next steps, when they drop me and I go, show me what to do, universe, talk to me. And every time I, you know, try to do something, or it's like nothing's there. It's like the whole week's gone, then the next week's gone. And it's like, it's because I'm done. I stood up for myself. I exposed them, but I didn't sue the
Yes,
state and make a bigger case out of it. I don't need to. It
you
sounds like,
don't.
because I haven't
Yes,
gotten the movement on it. It's like so weird. I go, I can do, I'm a go-getter. I can do this, and it's not there. And that's
right.
been so. I have another, yeah. That yes. Okay. So those contracts are done with all
They're
that
done.
stuff. That's why I'm not getting the direct, because I'm strong when I see the direction I want to go. And it's like, there's nothing there.
Right. And start to instruct the angels about what it is in your human realm, in your human life, that would make your life easier. It's not from a place of need, it's just matter of fact. Now that this is done, angels, let's construct my reality. So start to take an inventory of what your life looks like now, because you've been aligning with the law system. You've been aligning with the situation. Now that you are closing that chapter, simply take an honest inventory. Oh, well, I've been looking at this from a place of need because I've been waiting for this person to do this and this person to do this. Now that it's back to my original love energy, well,
Right.
angels, this is what I require. And start to give them legwork. Talk to your dad's very vocal. Talk to your dad on the other side and say, Dad, okay, show me you're listening. Show me these signs. And I know that you're present, so pull money my way. Um, Angel on my right side, who's in charge of my physical body, I would like more pain relief, please. I would, just write those things down, get clear in your mind and get clear with them. They are your best friends and your best employees right now while you are in body.
So boy, you're good. You are really, because
I'm
it,
just tapping to what you're giving me. It's all you, babe.
right, right. And I was on the cusp. I didn't get all those sevens. That was great. And really it's just a few weeks and it will be 7 years. So yes. So now I can move forward knowing that I have completed what I needed to. And that's why for the last year I wasn't getting any guidance to find the next lawyer, sue the whole state, because I would win if the information came out
Right.
correctly. But it's like I'm done with all that energy. Now it's back to my magic and what I'm here to enjoy in this life and share with
Yes.
others. Right.
Yes.
Wow.
Spread those wings.
Wow, Loren, thank you. That's incredible. And this can apply to anyone going through anything,
Oh, yes.
wondering what direction to go and why isn't this happening or what about, there are no more what abouts. It's like we
Right.
know we know the flow, we know the magic, we are the magic. And that's why we're so sensitive to when it's not there.
Right. Right.
And back to it. Okay, I'm back in. Thank you.
You're welcome. Good luck.
Thanks for calling on me, Loren. That was incredible.
You're free, Denise. Oh my gosh. Wow. Feel that. Feel that. We love it. Thank you. Thank you,
Thanks.
Denise.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Always with you.
Thanks so much. Wow, we are really feeling good vibrations and feeling a deep, deep connection. And we thank you, Rachel. And this is really important because as we're talking about how we can improve our lives, partner with angels, manifest the things that we desire in our life, you've got a perfect course for this. It's Mastering the Matrix or Matrix Mastery. I'm going to drop the code for this or the link for this in our chat box. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see this link in the description box, and it's on the webpage that got you here. But Rachel, we're so excited for this. This is 3 webinars, 3 webinars. Who is this good for?
Anyone, literally anyone. And I mean that because as soon as people start to sign up, The angels will energetically connect with them. And the class is already, I already have it blocked out, but the angels will fill it in to match the people who sign up. And that excites me so much. So literally, this is for anyone who signs up. But the first meeting, we really engage with your team, your angels. So we work on how to do that and how to co-create with your angels and source. And we do that in practical ways. And then the second meeting, we work with them to code. There's so much about coding with how to code a computer. Well, you do that with the universe as well, but it's not scientific. It's through play. So we work with the angels to talk directly to the universe and play with that a little bit. And then in the third week, we problem solve all through fun, and we pull it all together. So we have 3 beautiful weeks together. Plus, the best thing, I love it when we get to be in classes together and meet each other. That's one of my favorite things. So you get to meet your tribe too. Just makes my heart glow. Yeah, I'm so excited. I wish it were today. When I teach classes, it feels like my birthday. My
Yeah.
favorite.
Oh, it is such a beautiful heart-centered space that's created. And again, the people who show up are the perfect components of all of it. So feel into your hearts, beloved ones, and join us, join Rachel for this beautiful webinar series. 3 beautiful programs. Again, the link is here for you. And we want to make this easy for you. We want to make it so that you can join in. So for that, we have a 2 payment plan, and we hope that helps. Okay, so check it out and sign up for it. And as soon as you sign up for it, as Rachel mentioned, you have angels that are tuning into you. Do you know we have unemployed angels? There's a huge problem with the number of unemployed angels. They're waiting for us to call on them to like we create a task force. That's really what this webinar is with Rachel. She and the angels that she works with are going to help you create an angelic task force for your life. This is
Well put.
yeah, no, it's always there, and it's real. It's absolutely real. We heard today some want it for money, some want it for health, some want it for issues and things in their life, but we can do it for everything. We can put a marketing team together. This could be our new earth business, whatever it is that you've got in your life, put the angels to work for you. You can see by the dowsing rods that Rachel uses, they're here, they're all around us. Wow, I'm getting goosebumps right now. Another sign. They're all around us. And so we're really excited for your journey. You may not need to know too much about exact things right now, but just know that, wow, it's exciting. And if you feel that excitement, take the opportunity ahead of you and join us. This will all be recorded as well, right? So people, and there's the group energy. So if you can't make everything live, watch the replay. You will feel the energy. And actually, pay attention to your dreams right now when you sign up. Pay attention because you're already going to be in that group vortex. Isn't that amazing, Rachel, that the dream already begins to work with us?
Yes, the angels are already opening up the potential for you to begin working with me and your angels and everybody else in the group. So as you decide, they already know you're going to say yes, so you might as well just do it. They know you're going back and forth, but they already know your decision. So just go for it.
Go for it, everyone. It's a
Yes.
beautiful investment that you will make great leaps forward in your life. And we put this together exclusively for you, and we're very excited for you. Thank you all for joining us. Rachel, thank you too. It's always so fun. Again, we're going to have you back for more shows and conversation. But again, as we wrap up, I want to just have you share final thoughts.
Well, first, it's just so lovely to be in your energy. You are just such a light. So thank you for having me on your show. And with your listeners, it just feels so wonderful to be in the magic. And final thoughts. I am so appreciative of how honest people are about what they're going through and how beautifully articulate people are about how they feel everything, but they're not letting it pull them under. And I love that about the spiritual community, because I don't hear people saying that they're making choices to spiritually bypass, where they're saying it's just got to be light and love all the time. I don't hear that from your listeners. I hear them feeling what they get to feel, what they need to feel, which I greatly respect. And also, they're doing it in such a way that they're always transmuting into something expansive, greater, light-filled. And so I just want to affirm that and compliment your audience. I can feel it and I so appreciate it. I feel like after today I have grown a bit. So thank you.
Well, thank you. We have all grown from your experience with us as well. And we feel so connected to our angelic realm. And I say our angelic realm because we are all angels as well. We may not remember it, but we are. And that is so beautiful, isn't it? Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Cool. All right. Well, thank you all for joining us. And I want to again remind you to sign up for this webinar series with Rachel. All of the details are on the link or on this webpage, and we are excited for you. Rachel, thank you. And every heart, thank you for joining us. Namaste. Bye. Thank you for listening to this quantum conversation, and thank you for dancing with us to the cosmic heart. As we raise our own vibration, we raise the vibration of the planet. This show is dedicated to you and all awakening hearts, as we are here to shine our bright light and amplify our love. I'm Loren Gailey, and from my sacred heart to yours, I honor your magnificent love and light. This has been a presentation of New Earth One Network, your home for New Earth living. Access information, education, and videos on living from the heart in unity consciousness. Visit newearth1.com.